I'm Dale Lawrence. Welcome to the Travel Show.
Fly different, feel extraordinary. Bangkok Airways, Asia's boutique airline.
Thanks for joining us. This week we're back in Hua Hin for the King's Cup Elephant Polo Tournament, organised, hosted and sponsored by the Anantara Resort and Spa here in Hua Hin. Later in the show I'll be talking to match referee John Roberts, the founder of this tournament Christopher Stafford, as well as players from countries all around the world. But first, let's catch up with the general manager of the hotel that's the driving force behind this tournament. Stay tuned as we talk to Tim Boda after this short break.
Amazing Thailand always amazes you.
Tim Boda, thanks for talking to us once again on the Travel Show, because of course we were at your property back in July. You told us then about the Elephant Polo Tournament and invited us to come back, which we've done. It's a very great pleasure to be here. Tournament's just getting underway. Is it meeting your expectations so far?
Absolutely, and thanks for coming back. It does. We had yesterday on the first day a great opening, great parade, lots of media. We have had 120 local and international media here as well. It was fantastic the first day. A bit of rain in the afternoon, but that's not too bad for the pitch as well. It looks very good today, all green and good to go. And this morning already we had good tournaments. All the tournament draws and the handicapping was done yesterday. Everybody's excited, everybody's nervous. So a lot of good things happening, yeah.
And we've been dodging the rain showers today. I guess you'll be hoping it stays dry for the week. But as long as the rain isn't too heavy, it's not going to affect the matches, I guess.
That's correct. If it's too heavily raining, we will stop the games mainly because of it might be slippery for the elephants. Yes. That's the most important thing, to make sure the elephants are well taken care of and nothing dangerous for them and the players. But if it's just a shower here and then, that's just fine. Refreshing, actually.
Tim, you mentioned about local and international media. Yes, I've met some journalists the other night from Moscow.
From Moscow, from the US, from France, really all over, and everybody's equally excited. Some are long-term returning media that have kind of grown with us, but some are the first time here, and some of them even made it up to an elephant yesterday, so they're a lot of fun, yes.
Now, in a sense, of course, this event raises a lot of money for elephants and indeed for this year for autistic children, but it's also a major PR event for you, isn't it? I mean, that's reflected in the fact you have so many international media here. It's a wonderful opportunity to promote the Anantara brand around the world. Is it something you're going to continue doing? Do you see this event taking place in another 10 years? Because you're celebrating your 10th anniversary this year, aren't you?
I think it will go from strength to strength. Now this year is definitely the biggest one we have ever organized, and from the feedback of sponsors, feedback of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, I think we can't stop.
Because it's been in Chiang Mai, I think.
Chiang Rai for the last 4 years.
Yes. And you've brought it back to Hua Hin, where it started in 2001. Yes. So this will be the home for the King's Cup for the foreseeable future.
I would think so, yes. That's what we're definitely going to do it next year, and I think for the foreseeable future, yes.
Because what it does, it helps to put Hua Hin on the international tourism map, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. So I think after all the releases you will see, you've seen already today in the worldwide press, it will help Hua Hin a lot, and that's what we aim for. Now,
there is an Anantara team enter, the 12 international teams taking part in this tournament. There is one that's sponsored by Anantara, and I'm just wondering if you're one of the team members.
I will be a visiting player, that's correct, yes, probably on Friday or Saturday.
So, have you been rehearsing?
Very much so, yes.
How? Because we haven't seen you on an elephant yet, Tim.
I was lying, I didn't know.
But you're going to need a little bit of practice, aren't you, before you take part in any sort of competition?
I believe I'm a natural. So tomorrow, actually, I'm playing in the first in the Hoteliers Cup. This is a game we play all the general managers of the Hua Hin and Cha Am region together. Tomorrow at 12.
That's before lunch.
Correct.
That's probably a good decision in terms of the scheduling, isn't it? Rather than leave it till after a rather lengthy lunch.
True.
Tim, we wish you every success with the tournament this week. Thank you again for inviting us, and as always, it's a great pleasure to talk to you on the Travel Show.
Thank you for coming back, and have a lot of fun at the tournament.
Thanks, Tim. Thank you very much. We then caught up with the man responsible for this annual fundraising spectacle, as he took a well-earned break from his role as a match commentator. Christopher Stafford, this was all your idea 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was born out of the need to promote Hua Hin as a destination. We got together with 6 hoteliers, and each one of us chose to do something in Hua Hin. And at the time, hotels were really just starting to expand in Hua Hin, so it was a very opportune time to do things that were different and novel. And I found out about elephant polo, and it happened by accident. I mean, I met somebody who played it. I said, I don't believe you. He sent me some photographs, and I contacted the people, and we started. And some of the guys that are here today helped me get it together, and been together 10 years.
Did you have any idea it would last this long and be as successful as it clearly is?
I had an inkling, because it was such a niche thing, and it was helping elephants. So I had an inkling that it would be popular, but I never imagined it would be this big.
Now, you're the president, I think, of the Thailand Elephant Polo Association, and you're affiliated to the World Elephant Polo Association. Only 4 countries, I think, play elephant polo, including Thailand,
yes.
Also India, Sri Lanka, and Nepal.
Yes.
So obviously very, very sort of compact in terms of sort of its global spread, but nevertheless extremely popular in those countries where it is played, I think.
Yes, it is. I mean, Nepal is the birthplace of elephant polo in 1980, and it's been 30 years now that tournament has been going. It's a testament to how popular it continues to be and regenerate. We're bringing in a lot of young players in Thailand, young Thais and young foreign kids who are coming and playing. So it's kind of ensuring a succession of the sport.
Well, that helps, I think, because I understand the elephants only understand the Thai language. So,
yes.
You know, if they can't hear the mahout, if they've got a Thai player on their backs, I guess that probably helps.
It does a little bit, yes, because it is a 3-way interaction, you know. So it's the classic picture is of the mahout pointing one way, the player going another way, and the elephant deciding to go.
Elephant having a mind of his own, I guess. Now, just coming back to the rationale 10 years ago to promote Hua Hin as a destination, have you succeeded, do you think, in doing that?
Well, I mean, at the time, we were very much viewed as a weekender for Bangkok, and the whole hotel angle was to really make Hua Hin competitive with its bigger destinations south of us in Samui and Phuket, and I think in large part it's succeeded. I mean, one of the things you've seen is the appearance of all the international chains in Hua Hin. It's genuinely on the map. In fact, there are more branded luxury products in Hua Hin than most destinations now. So, I mean, I think that investment came in, the city grew, and we're in a very happy space in Hua Hin, I think.
You're quite right, Christopher. It's a tremendous choice for both Thais wanting to spend a weekend here and for international travellers wanting to spend hopefully slightly longer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've seen, particularly because length of stay in the hotel business is a very vital issue. So for us it grew, and we grew our brand out of here. You know, we started, it was the birthplace of Anantara, and they've gone global now as well. But
and of course you used to work for Anantara. I believe you used to be the general manager of the resort and spa sponsoring this year's event.
Yes, I was, I basically started it with the guidance of Bill Heineke and his team, and we grew a very nice product, and it's now gone international. It's a testament to, I think, events like Elephant Polo helped us to bring a small brand name global. So that helped us. It helped Hua Hin too.
Next I spoke to match referee John Roberts, and I first of all asked him how he was planning to keep all 12 elephant polo teams under control.
It's going to be very difficult. They're a very rowdy lot for the most part, and they're also very good at finding ways ways to do things out of my sight. But
Are you talking about the elephants or the players?
oh, the elephants are easy. The players are the trouble. So I'll do my best and to see if we can keep them under a little bit of control anyway.
Now, this isn't the first time you've refereed this particular tournament, is it, John? So you probably know your way around. But for the interest of our viewers, how do you referee? Are you standing in one position? Are you moving in and out of the, the players on the field of play?
I'm moving in and out. I'm on foot, running around the place. Initially, and still in Nepal at the World Championships, the referee had an elephant to sit on, a big bull elephant. But one year we had one of the referee's elephant took a dislike to one of the playing elephants, and there was a little incident. Thankfully, neither elephant nor people were hurt. But from that time on, I decided to do it on foot. I look after elephants in the Golden Triangle, so hopefully I can read when things are, when nothing's, touch wood, nothing has happened so far, and hopefully I can read things when if things might be about to happen, I can get out of the way pretty quick.
Now, John, you mentioned about your full-time role. You're actually the director of elephants, aren't you, at the Anantara Golden Triangle Elephant Camp? So your day job is looking after these wonderful animals and making their lives as pleasurable and as interesting as you possibly can, I guess.
Well, that's what we do. We have 30 elephants. None of them come down to play the polo, because we would rather for polo take elephants that are worse off and make them better. So our elephants lead quite a nice, or a good, very nice life up in the Golden Triangle. We have something like 400 acres and a river up there, and it's a very nice life.
So all the elephants taking part in the tournament this week have been rescued from various precarious situations, have they?
Yes, I mean, they were, for the most part, they were ex-begging elephants. The government of Thailand has outlawed that and has enforced the law. So now, it's done very well. They should be applauded for that. And now most of the elephants are living in their hometowns, but there isn't anything for them to do. There's no way for them to earn a living to be able to feed themselves and feed their mahouts. So we try and take them and give them an opportunity to do that.
And of course, this week of competition is all about raising money for the elephants, but also actually for autistic children as well. There's children and elephants going to benefit from the fundraising this week.
Yes. What we try and do is pick, with the money we raise, projects that we feel will be able to be good for all the elephants of Thailand. Elephants are our thing. The project, the Thai Elephant Assisted Therapy project, is one of those projects. I see it as this is a pilot session that's being run by Chiang Mai University. They're doing research as well, so if we can scientifically prove that it's good for the children, I can see it's good for the elephants. It's hopefully something that can provide income and easy work for more and more elephants throughout Thailand.
Well, it's fantastic work that's being done, and with the money being raised by this annual event. Now, John, you're just about to referee the opening event here, the exhibition match. So we're expecting to see the very best of elephant polo skills.
Yes, these are the players that have been playing for a very long time. Actually, it's going to be a tough one to referee, because they're the ones who found ways around the rules as much as possible without wanting to accuse them of anything. But it will be I'm expecting a very fast match and a high goal match as well, and something to showcase the game.
And we can expect 3 elephants on each team, and each chukker, each half is 7 minutes, I think. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
Yes. How long do they get for half time? Because it's going to be very thirsty work.
Half time lasts as long as it lasts. It's generally about quarter of an hour. But yes,
well, you're the referee. It can last as long as you decide it to, John, I think.
Well, that's well. I try my best to keep things moving along. It doesn't always work. Elephants, of course, get their drinks first, but the players also need their drinks, and thirsty is a good word.
John Roberts, it's been a pleasure talking to you on the Travel Show. We wish you the best of luck with this week's tournament, and I hope you enjoy your refereeing.
Oh, I will. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more from the King's Cup Elephant Polo Tournament in Hua Hin after the break. But first, here's a roundup of the latest news. Visitor numbers to Thailand from Australia have increased by more than 40% as tourists take advantage of a strong Aussie dollar. Outbound travel by Australians this year is growing more than 25 times faster than international arrivals, according to the Tourism and Transport Forum. Australians are also visiting regional markets such as Indonesia and Malaysia in much greater numbers this year. But the United States and the United Kingdom also remain popular long-haul destinations. Thailand's tourism minister awaiting cabinet approval on new policies designed to boost significantly the numbers of international visitors to the kingdom. The proposed Miracle Thailand Year campaign embraces major celebrations in honour of both the King and Queen of Thailand and is the first step in the new government's plan to attract some 30 million visitors by 2015. Online travel industry news service TTR reported the minister saying he was confident tourism could generate some 1.4 trillion baht in revenue by 2015, and he has announced a number of measures designed to encourage more leisure travellers to visit Thailand.
Amazing Thailand, just as amazing as you remember.
With crystal clear waters and beautiful mountains, this is paradise on earth. Khao Lak in Phang Nga province is the place to restore your batteries in the tranquil surrounds. But there's a lot to do here, like taking a stroll down the Khao Lak Lam Ru National Park course, which leads you past these amazing human-sized footprints. And after taking in the beauty of the forest, the path leads straight to the beach where you can enjoy a perfect sunset. This is the place to get romantic, so bring a special someone.
Back in Hua Hin, it was time to speak to some of the players taking part in the King's Cup tournament. Well, I'm joined by the Spice Girls team, sponsored by IBM. Ladies, a little bit sad for you. I mean, you were 5 minutes to go and you've had to abandon, or at least come off, because one of your elephants was giving you a little bit of trouble. Just explain what happened.
Well, actually, one of the elephants was getting amorous, and it was on Charlene's side of the field. So we had to actually abandon the game until that could get sorted out.
But the score is not in your favour, ladies. You were getting well and truly clobbered, I think the word is, wasn't it, by King Power. If they let you go back and finish the match, is there any chance you can just narrow that scoreline a bit?
Definitely. I think we were, getting a game going there until we had to be called off.
That's correct.
Because, initially in the beginning you get a choice of elephants, and we got the really slow elephants to begin with. And we had so many changes as well in the first game. They had to pull out the elephants and come back on again, and that became such a long chaka.
Lady, I'm just wondering, this wasn't foul play on behalf of King Power, was it? You don't think they sabotaged your particular team elephants, do you?
That would be too easy to go on that theory. I think we do have to accept there was elephant factor today, and now, we had that a few times throughout the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we changed elephants about 4 times.
Now, what happens if you do end up losing this first game? I mean, you'll still be playing other games, is that right?
Oh, yeah, many. We'll be playing many games, because generally the first day is assessing where we all fit in.
Yes.
Within our own leagues.
Yeah.
King Power is considered to be one of the possible winners of the whole tournament.
Yes.
And this is our first game. We're all practicing and getting warmed up. So
it is just a warm up today. But I mean, clearly you want to get it. This is the opening round, but you do want to get into the quarterfinals if you can, don't you?
Absolutely, because you know last year we did get into the quarterfinals and we actually came in third overall in the tournament. So we would really figure that will be the same for us this year.
Well, so you set yourselves a very high standard last year. I mean, all you can hope for is to do at least as well this year, I guess.
That is correct. Yes, we would like to do that. And if they give us a chance again for that 5 minutes, we're going to do it.
Well, ladies, we wish you the best of luck. It's my very great pleasure to be sitting with the Spice Girls, I must say. Hope you have a good week, and win or lose, just have a wonderful time. Thank you very much for talking to the Travel Show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Flying the flag for the United Kingdom were 3 serving officers in the British Army. Well, I'm joined by the British Army team, flown out to Thailand all the way from the United Kingdom. Welcome, gentlemen. Bit of a change from being on the front line, although you could argue, I guess, you're on the front line here in Hua Hin. Felix, you're the captain. What are your hopes and expectations for this week?
Winning.
Of course, but you don't even know who you're playing yet, do you? The draw's later today.
Draw's later tonight. We're hoping for an easy draw.
I don't think there are any easy draws in elephant polo, are there? Cam, you've done this before, I think.
Yes, 2005. So the last time it was here, I was lucky enough to come out and play. So, no.
So you've got a little bit of experience. Gentlemen, do you also play traditional horse polo?
Yes, indeed, yeah.
So you are familiar on the sites of Hurlingham, Smith's Lawn?
Not quite. I don't think our talents extend that far. Tidworth's about as good as it gets.
Ah, in Wiltshire, of course.
Indeed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Home to Army polo.
Absolutely. Now, on a serious note, I mean, this is great fun for the spectators, interesting for you guys playing, but it's raising an awful lot of money for very important charity here. Have you been able to find out a little bit about where the money goes and how you're helping?
Well, a good deal of the money that's raised here goes towards elephant welfare in Thailand. So what you see around here, as well as being great fun and a wonderful spectacle, actually it is all going to a really good cause.
Yes, it is, and they raised an awful lot of money last year. I think they're probably hoping to raise even more this year to set up an elephant hospital down in southern Thailand. Of course, the tragedy is that now there's only just over 5,000 elephants left in Thailand, of which about 1,500 are in the wild. So, you know, it's a challenge for the country to try to, you know, preserve what is a very noble animal. What experience have you got about as far as riding elephants? Because I know you've done it before. What about you two other guys? Have you been practicing quietly back home? Difficult, I guess, in the United Kingdom.
It is a little, yeah. I think it just comes down to balance and just hanging on for dear life, to be honest.
Yet they move a little bit quicker than one might expect, actually, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean, once they get going.
Different speeds. I played here twice before, 2003 and 2004, and some of the larger ones can be quite slow, but the little ones can be very nippy.
Now, they only take instructions in Thai. Have you been practicing your Thai, or are you leaving it up to the Mahout?
Well, I have to say, Felix has it written on the back of his glove, so...
and I was about to follow suit when I realised that actually on the back of the guy's T-shirt are all the instructions.
That's absolutely
How convenient
right.
is that?
That's absolutely right. So I think depending on where you hit the Mahout, he knows what to do. So you can really just concentrate upon scoring a few goals.
Yes.
Staying on and scoring a few goals.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, it's been a great pleasure talking to you. We'll probably see you during the course of the day, and indeed when the action starts tomorrow. We wish you the very best of luck, and very nice to see you all in Thailand. Thank you very much indeed. Finally, I spoke to a remarkable sportsman from Scotland, who's the honorary life president of the World Elephant Polo Association. James Manclark, you've come an awful long way for this tournament. You and your team have come all the way from Scotland, haven't you?
That's right.
You must love elephant polo.
Well, I've played an awful lot of it. I've played actually probably in about 38 tournaments. So, yes, I do love it.
But you also play horse polo as well, I think. Different skills?
Oh, a lot of different skills. You know, the complete difference of actually controlling the animal or letting somebody else control it. It is a completely different game. And it looks the same, but it's not.
And it looked, I have to say, at times, the early matches, a little bit dangerous with those mallets swinging about. I understand now why you wear a hard hat.
Oh, yes, I mean, we do have to wear hard hats. And in fact, we encourage the Mahouts to wear a hard hat because it's quite a long stick. And if you start swinging that, it can actually hurt if you get hit.
Now, you're the honorary life president of the World Elephant Polo Association.
That's right.
And you've been doing it for an awful long time, as you said, James.
I started it 30 years ago in 1982. Actually, it all came about that I met this man from Nepal who had elephants and used them for trekking, Jim Edwards. And I met him in St. Moritz, and I heard that he had elephants, and I said, your elephant's got to learn how to play polo. And that was the start of it.
As simple as that. Were you on the ski slopes at the time in St. Moritz?
No, I used to drive bobsleighs for Britain, so I was actually driving bobsleighs.
That's another fairly dangerous activity, is it not?
I'm afraid to say it's a lot more dangerous than this.
Now, you've been coming back to most of these, haven't you? I mean, you must enjoy your visits to Thailand every year.
Well, I enjoy playing the game, but the trouble is I also enjoy winning. I'm very competitive.
Now, the All Blacks are about to start playing, and we witnessed the wonderful haka, something that's unique, I think, to that part of the world, isn't it? Has your team, sponsored by Capricorn Bank, have you got a war dance that you're going to perform?
I'm afraid not, and we don't have our kilts here with us either.
Now, that would have probably scared the opposition, in fairness, James. Perhaps next year you might think about bringing the kilt and the sporran.
Yeah, I think so. It might encourage elephants too.
It's a great pleasure talking to you on the Travel Show, James. Wish you the best of luck for the rest of the week, and welcome back to Thailand.
Thank you very much indeed.
Earlier in this first series of the Travel Show, I spoke to Nuntia and Patcharin Hamangung, directors of the Gourmet One Company and the driving forces behind the Bangkok Chef's charity dinner. Ladies, I just want to cast your minds back to that very successful charity dinner at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Now, do you remember when you came on the Travel Show a couple of months ago, you told me you were hoping to raise 6 million baht from the charity auction and the ticket sales. Well, you didn't raise 6 million baht, did you? You raised just over 12 million baht. So first of all, congratulations. It was a fantastic achievement. I'd just like to ask you how the money is going to be spent. It's for children in the border regions, is it? Attending border schools. How specifically will that 12 million baht be spent?
Okay, 10 million baht we will give to the foundation, Border Patrol Police School under Her Royal Highness Princess Sirinthorn.
Who was at the dinner, of course, and she must be absolutely thrilled that so much money was raised.
Yes, because eventually she's taking care of more than 700 kids in terms of the education.
So more than 700 children will benefit from this fundraising program.
No, eventually this money will go to the children as well and to go to the school directly as well.
Right. And what will they use the money for? I mean, some of these schools don't even have electricity and proper sanitation and water, do they? I mean, will it help the infrastructure, or are they going to use it to buy school books and basic necessities?
Yeah, that's right. So I think they're going to do it for school book and sport equipment and all the facility. Yeah, all the whole school facility.
Now,
Is that what they need?
I remember you telling me last time, these are children that are sort of disenfranchised. They don't have a true nationality because they're living in the border. Is this principally the border between Thailand and Myanmar?
Yes, Thailand, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos.
And Laos as well. Yes. Thank you once again for talking to the Travel Show, and congratulations once again for raising so much money for those children in need.
Thank you very much, Carl.
Thank you very much.
Amazing Thailand always amazes you.
Well, that's it for this week's show. My thanks to all our guests, and in particular to Tim Boda and all his staff at the Anantara Resort and Spa here in Hua Hin. So until the same time next week, from everyone on the Travel Show, it's goodbye.